Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Jedi. So, yesterday we looked about Biden and his vice president candidate, and today, officially today, right after 12 o'clock, we finally got the news about Russia's vaccine, right? So, the whole entire thing that's been going on for the past 6 months, basically the entire year, right? All of 2020, we've been talking all about COVID-19 and how COVID-19 is basically taken over. Well, it looks like Russia actually released a vaccine. So today in this video, we're going to be breaking that down. I'll be telling you guys all about the vaccine, what it means, how Russia, gets a small edge, and what other countries can benefit from that. So we'll be looking at all that today in this video. As always, let's go. All right, so let's start out with the basic stuff. We have Russia who said that they released a vaccine, right? No one really believed them. They were like, all right, well, everybody's talking about vaccines. What do you have that's so special? Well, Russia actually released an official vaccine, and this has actually been out, mainstreamed, and Russia was able to try it out on many people. And some of the most critical things that have went on, most of the critiques, they've been saying that, well, Russia probably just released something like a fake vaccine, and who are you going to test it out on? We're not going to donate any people for you to test on. We don't want you to kill anybody. So Putin, of course, the main guy, president of Russia, he basically ended up throwing it out there that he tested on his own daughter. So then you start getting speculations of, so his daughter had COVID, how does that work, and stuff like that. And I think his daughter did have COVID. We don't know which one it was. He didn't really talk about it. So that's a huge allegation. But when he said he tested it out, it ended up being that he actually did inject his daughter with the dose. And he said that his daughter had some minor fights with the vaccine. Like there were some fevers that happened to her. But then a couple of days later, she was perfectly normal. So I guess it's a little something for us to look forward to, because Russia actually found a vaccine. Wow, it's cool on them, right? So we don't know how this is going to get mainstreamed. We don't know how it's going to benefit the U.S., so we don't want to get too deep into this. But right now, they're planning to sell this to other countries. They don't know, 20 other countries actually already talked to Russia about buying the virus. So we don't know what's going to happen there. But once this whole thing settles down, we'll kind of know for a fact how this virus is actually going to help us, how this virus is going to be brought to the US, right? So then we basically have that whole idea there. But now let's look at the two main sides that are involved in this. Usually we look at the Democratic Republican side, but we can't really do that now because we're fighting for the same cause. But we can look for the Russia and US, because Russia did something that was just totally unacceptable. Well, I mean, it was more like a face punch straight to the US. Basically what they did was they basically named it Sputnik. Right, so then they named it Sputnik 5. Now, people who are there who are who are gasping, right? You know why this is such a bad idea for the Russians, right? They're basically just taking a shot at the U.S. because we all know that Sputnik was that space station that traveled first into space, that beat the U.S. and the whole controversy between them fighting okay, we went first, and they were fighting about going there because even though they're allies, outside, inside, they aren't really that great of friends, right? So that whole fight happened, and of course, Russia is basically saying, well, we won here. We made the virus vaccine. It is called Sputnik, and basically just saying that you might have won there, but we won here, right? We don't know exactly, but that's basically what Russia is saying, naming it Sputnik. Right, so then this vaccine is now mainstream. President Trump is basically saying he hasn't really reacted to it too deeply. He's talked about how this vaccine could help us if it was actually mainstreamed. So we don't know exactly when it's going to happen, right? But when it does happen, I will come back and I will update you guys. So that is it. We basically have a virus. It's called Sputnik, or the virus vaccine. It's called Sputnik. Russia released it. So we are going to be diving more into that later when I get more information about it. All right. If you guys have any comments or concerns about this video, or any comments or concerns about anything in general, or what I'm going to talk about, what you want me to talk about, go ahead to the description, guys. All my social media is on there. Go ahead, click on one of them, DM me there, and I will respond to you within 24 hours. All right. I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video.